reportedly not been happy with the Packers, but is facing pressure to either win a Super Bowl or at least play well enough to get traded next offseason. Shannon, do you agree that Rodgers is facing the most pressure?
No. Aaron Rodgers is a three-time league MVP. He's made the Super Bowl. He's made the NFC Championship game the last 2 years, Skip. He has won a Super Bowl. You know the guy that's under the most pressure, the second highest paid quarterback in the National Football League. They gave this guy $40+ million and never won more than one playoff game in a calendar playoff season. So for me, it's Dak Prescott. Number two is Baker Mayfield. Skip, you just said Baker, but the Cleveland Browns are Super Bowl. Go represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Everybody, that's what I'm hearing. The Cleveland Browns. You don't think that's added immense pressure plus the fact of contract? And I think the other guy is Matthew Stafford. The Rams basically said, we're mortgaging our future because we're a quarterback away from the Super Bowl. That's what they said. You traded the guy that you paid 108, 112, 15, whatever you gave him. You traded him away with 2 first-rounders to get Matthew Stafford because you believe that you are a quarterback away from the Super Bowl. So for me, those three guys have way more pressure than Aaron Rodgers. Now, I know Aaron Rodgers has been the talk of the offseason, more so than Tom Brady, who won the Super Bowl at the age of 43 in a new location. But the pressure that's on Dak Prescott, when you give a guy $40+ million, he's got the most money to sign in NFL history. He's going to make the most money in his first year in NFL history. That's immense pressure. Skip better tell me they loaded. Hold on. Now, I want to know which one of their owners said, oh, we have a Super Bowl team. I ain't hear Mark Murphy, he doesn't own the team. I hadn't heard any other owner say, we got a Super Bowl team. Or saying, you know, we have a combination of Charles Haley and Deion Sanders. What?
Well, who said that? For
Jerry.
Dallas? He didn't say Charles Haley.
He said we have a combination of...
He said we need a Charles Haley up in here, right?
Deion said, he said, oh, when I look at our top 10, 11 paid guys, we had a core base of those championship teams, we're starting to look like that. That's what he said. Now, see what happened? Who said that last year? See, they take turns saying foolish things. Steven said that exact same thing last year. Jerry said, oh, no, it's my turn to say something ridiculous. Of the top 5 guys, we looked it up. Go ahead and the top 5 guys were Emmett, Troy, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders, and Charles Haley. Now, I want you to tell me, of the 5 guys that I just mentioned, which one of the guys on that roster...
Okay, but he's talking about relative to their competition in the least this year. That's what he's talking about.
No, that's what he said. No. See, there you go. See, there you go, paraphrasing and missing. Well, that ain't what he said.
I'm interpreting.
Yeah, see, I know that. You see? Now you interpret it.
Correctly interpreting.
That's not what he said. When he said, we have the makeup, when Stephen Jones said we have the makeup, we got the talent that we had on the championship team. So that's what he was saying. We have the talent makeup. That ain't what he said. You know that's what he said. The pressure is on, the most pressure is on Dak Prescott because you said they're going to win the East, and a lot of people, you said a lot of people picking them to go to the Super Bowl. So with that being said, you under the gun.
Okay. So back to this question, most pressure. To me, it is far and away your man, Aaron bleeping Rodgers. He has made himself the spectacle of the offseason.
Yes.
We talk about him to a fault every single day, it feels like, on this show. I am sick and tired of Aaron Rodgers, and I'm pretty sure a whole lot of Green Bay fans are sick and tired of Aaron Rodgers. And I'm right here, right now, to remind him of the oldest cliche: be careful what you wish for.
Well, I wish for it, so therefore I want it.
Okay.
But why would I wish for something I didn't want?
Out, I assume. I still think he might be just negotiating for that ultimate long-term, highest-paid deal.
No, but hey, let me ask you this, Skip. They said that, you know, he has to play well in order to get traded. So you telling me if Aaron Rodgers throws 13 touchdowns, the Packers, nobody's going to want him?
No.
Exactly.
Well,
so it doesn't matter.
You say he wants out right now. There's no way he's going to set foot back in camp.
Right, but I'm saying, even though he might want out right now, there's nothing he can do. There's no, barring his injury, there's nothing that he can do. He can't play bad enough that 25 other teams wouldn't want Aaron Rodgers to be their quarterback. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Hell hath no fury like a fandom scorned. And in this case, this fandom, especially Green Bay's, once you turn on them, they will turn on you like crazy. And when I used to read my mentions, my ads back in the day, it's been a long time ago, the The biggest backlash I ever got was from Green Bay fans because they are vocal.
Yeah.
And when they turn, they will turn hard on Aaron Rodgers. And that is if he just digs in and says, I'm gone.
Well, they turn on Brett Favre, but that's okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm just saying, be careful what you wish for. Because what if you get your wish and his, which is Denver, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about record projections for both Denver and Green Bay if Aaron's there and Jordan Love's the quarterback in Green Bay. We'll do that in just a few minutes. But right here, right now, you want to talk about pressure? He would walk in the door in Denver with a legacy, as you keep reminding me, of quarterbacks who came to Denver to win a late career Super Bowl. Am I right?
Yeah.
And the foremost of recent memory was Peyton.
Yeah.
He walks in the door. They didn't obviously win immediately, but did he not refine himself?
Yeah.
Should have been back-to-back MVPs. He lost to
Adrian Peterson
the first year, right? And then he was the MVP the second year. Would have been the third year they won the Super Bowl.
Fourth, his last year.
Of last year. He was kind of going along for the ride, but again, did he turn around the bar? Yes, he did.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, he did. So, Aaron, you're on. You're on stage because Shannon Sharp says you're a Super Bowl contender like that.
Yes, he
right?
is. Skip, he's like
you might just switch completely around and pick them to win it all over my homeboy.
It would be great. I would want to see that. I would definitely want to see that matchup. It would be the days of Kansas City coming to Denver and Denver going to Kansas City and the Chiefs running wild over them. That would be a thing of the past. That would be over.
I'm going to restate my case about Aaron Rodgers. He's overhyped and overrated.
No,
when it comes to the highest level, he has now fallen to 1-4 in NFC Championship games. He lost back-to-back NFC Championship games, the second one this year at home.
Okay.
And what happened, once again, right on schedule, 1st and goal at the 8-yard line late in that game, gagging happened. Gag first down, gag second down, gag third down. Shannon Sharp is saying, you had it on, was it second down? You just keep going. Just run with the ball, right? Run home. And he didn't because that's Aaron Rodgers. Here we go again. Yeah, that's wild high. That wasn't even close. And this is the one where just go, just run, just run, just keep going. You got it. And you throw to a double covered Devontae at the goal line, and it didn't even close. You don't even have a chance.
Right.
Really? That's your guy.
So, but
that's your Super Bowl winner in Denver.
But everybody keeps telling me about what happened last year with the Cowboys and the flawed roster. Who put this roster together? Your guy. And your guy. And Stephen Jones said the biggest mistake that he made.
So let's do Dak Prescott.
Okay, yeah, let's do him.
Well, what's the pressure on a guy? I see him picked as the comeback player of the year. He's coming off a career-threatening injury. If he's shaky, people will say he's not quite right.
Yes, hold on, Skip. Jerry Jones just had the man up there at the press conference and said, I overpaid for you.
He did. He said that. I don't think anybody else thought that. You know what the world thought? The world thought, poor Dak. Jerry done him wrong.
Yes.
Jerry made him crawl and sweat for his money, right?
Yes.
That's what the world said. Right. That's what you thought.
Right.
Okay. Well, he became I think he became the biggest sympathetic figure in sports, let alone if I mentioned that he lost his brother to suicide. Right. And because of that and the injury and what Jerry was doing to him, pushing him, pressing him, and making him scratch and claw for his dollars and cents, right? He's sympathetic.
But here's the thing, we know. The more money a person makes, the greater the expectations are for that person. Okay. So if you're the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL, behind Patrick Mahomes, what are the expectations? You told me they got 3 receivers that can go get 1,000 yards. Zeke Elliott is in the best shape of his life. Those 3 offensive linemen going to be healthy. They got Michael Parsons, who's a combination of Charles Haley and ALT.
Well, that's what you said.
I never,
I'm just going on you.
I never said that. So you mean to tell me with all of that, they got, Dan Quinn, because last year was Mike Nolan. And if that defense, it was too complicated, and it was unsound. They blamed everybody. So now you have everything. Jerry's giving them everything. Dak got his money. Zeke is weighing 218. Those receivers are back. That offensive line is back. The defense got Dan Quinn. It's going to be a go-get-the quarterback. It's simplified and everything. So what would be the excuse, Skip? There would be none. So that means there's immense pressure on your $160 million man.
Well, you campaigned for him to get his money. You thought he deserved it.
He did deserve it. I'm not saying he don't deserve it.
Well, then how is that pressure?
But here's the thing. The expectations that comes along with that.
Well, how about the highest level of pressures on the reigning MVP?
Yeah, we've been there and done that.
Who's just been at war with the Packers
Yes,
the whole offseason.
and we still are.
Okay, well, there you go. That's pressure.
Yeah,
yeah,
ain't no
at
pressure.
the highest level.
Okay, we've had so much pressure. In the last 3 years, we've thrown 99 touchdowns with 11 picks and been to 2 NFC championship games.
What happened in those games?
I think we okay.
What happened in those games?
I think we okay. We lost.
You were horrendous in the first one, and you stunk. Aaron Rodgers stunk in the game at San Francisco, and then he stunk in the fourth quarter against Tampa Bay.
All I'm saying is that my guy doesn't have no pressure on him because he's an MVP. He's winning the NFC. The expectations is on your guy. Your guy. And you told Baker, hold on, you just told me Baker Mayfield loaded. They loaded. They got the best offensive line, the best pair of running backs. Oh, that defense, you just named up all those guys, Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward and Delpit and this one and that one.
Okay, but you told me it was blasphemous to even put Baker Mayfield in the same sentence with my homeboy.
It is.
Right?
It Skip.
Okay, so when you're down here versus up here, there's no
Skip,
pressure.
that's what
I mean, there is pressure on Baker. I agree with some, but not like Aaron Rodgers
But
pressure.
here's my thing. My thing is, all I'm saying is that I don't believe he's the equal. He's close to being Patrick Mahomes. That doesn't remove the pressure that he's under because